Hello everyone and welcome back to our YouTube channel. We are as always your hosts.
ARNE and Carlos, and we are back with our embroidery episodes that we're doing. As you all know, if you've been following us last year and this year, we are working on our Crazy Quilt. And you can see, here all the different patches that blocks that we've already made. There's an individual video that shows you all. And then we've also done a video where we sewed a whole block from beginning to end. So you got those to look at if you haven't been following.
Yep.
If you have been following, you know that we are teaching you different techniques for different embroideries because
Stitches.
Yeah, embroidery stitches, because we're going to do this on all the blocks. But here you've got cross stitches, as you can see, and we're going to do different kinds of stitches for a little bit more variation and fun.
And also it's a very nice thing to do if you have a lot of the embroidery yarns lying around, and we have a lot since we buy the Dead Ladies projects.
Well, you do.
Or I do. There's like a lot of yarn in those projects. And last time we did a stitch that is like a stitch where you make a stitch and then you just pull the next thread through the stitches. And we're going to do another version of that today.
Okay.
And this time we have thread the needles
in advance,
so we don't have to struggle with that.
Because if you saw last video, you saw how much we were struggling, but we've done it. I've got one. Oh, whoops.
You lost it?
Yeah. So, okay, you keep going and I will thread again.
You use 3 strands
of the moulinet.
Of the moulinet
yarn. Yeah, we've got anchor
and DMC.
Stranded moulinet and DMC. It's the same, pretty much the same
thickness, different number on the colors. Okay, so should I start?
Yeah, I've got it threaded. Yeah. It was not so difficult.
So we start the same way as the other stitch where you pull, and this one is a little bit thick.
Okay, and I haven't done this one. Last time I didn't do it, and I thought, but I have. But let's see this time.
This is heavy or thick. I had to make a corner there.
So you pull it up from the corner.
So yeah, have to make a bigger knot on this one. I just do a knot on the back. I don't sew it in. So you can start on the other end, then it's easier to get going. So first I do 1 stitch on the fabric that is folded.
Yes, done that.
And exactly the same, just up and down. Or more or less the same distance between the stitches. But I don't think anybody will check if you did it the same. So if it's a little bit off, it's not a big deal. So this takes a little bit more time because you have to do the same line 2 times. So first there's 1 line on the fabric that is folded, so you can get those little pins out. And I think this is kind of nice. This is the same blue as the blue in the flowers. And this fabric with the flowers is from our collection with Iris and Louis and Irene in England, and it's probably available a lot of places now, if it's not sold out by the time you see this. So up and down. And I think I go back from there so it doesn't spend that much time. Is that okay?
That looks okay to me.
So I can go back now just to show how this works. No, I finish it. I made a new decision. Take the pins out. And don't pull the thread too much because you don't want to have a bulky square. This is partly decoration and partly necessary because you want to keep those fabrics in place. Okay. Are you doing good?
Yep. And now, so I've done my first color and now I got my second color ready.
No, you're still working with the same color.
Oh, okay.
I can stop here and just go back and show you.
Mm-hmm.
So now you do the same on the other side, on this fabric. So I should actually go all the way
parallel on the opposite
parallel,
side.
and they have to, and the stitches that's coming now, they have to be just opposite or parallel to the first line.
Okay.
So you go back and you do exactly the same. So you have 2 lines of stitches on each. I'll go next to each other, but like one line on one fabric and the other one on the other one. Like that. And when you have finished this, that's when the magic comes. Up and down. There's one that is not perfect, so I just pull it a little bit under. You know, this quilt will be sewn together later, and there will be like wadding, or what you call that?
Batting?
Watting under. So this is there's a curve here, so I'm going to do one extra stitch because of the curve. So you have to be creative when there are curves on the fabric. So I did one extra there, and then I go back to the other one. So that's that one. That's this one. Okay. So you got it. I guess I can stop there. Just you have 2 lines. You have 1 line on each fabric with stitches, and they are parallel.
So I've done that too, as you can see here on mine.
And then you take the contrasting color.
Okay.
And you start by pulling it up in the beginning of the work. So.
Okay.
And then you go
between the 2 stitches.
I just started there. Actually, I should actually have been all the way up there, but I don't have time for that because it will take too long. So I'm just doing this now. So you go, the yarn or the thread goes under the 2 stitches. And then you pull carefully like this. Don't pull it too much.
So up.
Yeah. And then you go to the 2 next. You go to the right, or you could do it to the left, but you go to the same side all the time. So in this case, over to the right, pull the thread through the 2 stitches.
Okay.
And then you just continue like this. So this is not sewing, this is just decoration.
Okay, I put it too hard.
So don't pull it too hard. But it's a very decorative stitch.
Yeah.
So it's almost, it's like in the same way that the first one we showed, where you have only 1 thread. But in this case, you go through 2 threads and you get this zigzag effect. Like that. And then I have the corner. But now I have to continue with the blue. But this is how it should look. So that's the easy stitch, and it's very decorative.
Yeah.
And also depending on which color you use. I see there's one distance that is a little bit long here, but I don't care. It's a quilt.
It is indeed.
Okay, I think that's it. There's nothing more to say about that stitch. It's a nice one, and
yeah, except I'm gonna continue mine. I lost my. Yeah, I have to start all over. I was quite unsure of what you were doing when I pulled a little bit too hard, so now I have to start it over. But anyway, that's life.
So you shouldn't pull too much because this one is just lying on top.
Yeah.
Between.
And sometimes even the best people, which is not me really, but you know, sometimes everybody has to start again because they did it wrong. So anyway, we do hope that you have liked this episode, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up and like and subscribe and engage with our content.
And if you are a subscriber, put on the notifications because then you won't miss the episode. And you can also be a member, And then you will get shenanigans from the kitchen and other things like behind the scenes.
Yeah,
And
live streams and
a lot of
all
things.
sorts of fun things. There's badges, emojis, and loads of additional content for you to consume if you want to. So do consider becoming a subscriber, and you can do so by, oh sorry, a member, and you can do so by going to the ARNE CARLOS YouTube channel and clicking the join button, which you'll find next to the subscribe button.
Yes.
So Arne, we're going to be doing a couple of more of these episodes.
Oh, yeah. There's so many stitches.
Where we do different embroidery stitches. So we do look forward to hanging out with you very soon. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you around. Bye.
Bye. Let me finish this.